Welcome back, Dad. Here we are at lesson 3. I thought for lesson 3 I would show you. I noticed when I was back at your house that your desk, this is the desktop, and I noticed that your desktop was pretty cluttered up. There's a whole lot of stuff there. Um, that kind of there's so much stuff that it's kind of hard to see what you have. So what I thought I'd show you to do is how to make a folder and how to put stuff in it. Okay, so that you can clean up your desktop if you choose to, but I think it would make your life a lot easier. Okay, so here's how you do it. Now I know that you have a picture of the Blue Angels on your laptop, so you want to move your cursor somewhere where it's not over the top of a file or a folder. So somewhere where it's over the Blue Angel somewhere. Okay, it could be here, it could be there, it doesn't matter. Okay, then you right click and you go down to where it says new. Now we want to make a new folder. So I'm going to come up here to where it says folder and I'm going to click. Now right now it just says new folder. Well, that's not going to help me out at all. So maybe I want to make a folder and I want to put programs in it. So a program is like Word or Publisher or Outlook or some of the things that you see up here. Excel, Word, PowerPoint, Publisher. I want to move those all into one folder. And right now it says new folder. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit it. You have to make sure that this has the blue over it where it says new folder, and I pushed backspace and it made it blank. Well, I don't want it to be blank, so now I'm going to type in programs. Okay, now I click somewhere else, so now there's my folder and it says programs. Now I want to put these things into the folder called programs. I want to clean up my desktop. Watch this. All I do is I click one time. This is all left click. I click and I hold down on PowerPoint. I don't double click. I just click and I hold it down. And then with my finger on my trackpad, or if I had a mouse, I would hold down and just drag the mouse. I'm going to drag PowerPoint into the folder called programs. Then I let go. And oh, it disappeared, but it's actually, I double click on programs and there it is. Okay, so let's kind of clean this up a little bit here. So Publisher is a program, because a lot of these programs I don't use very often. And even if I did, I want to clean up my screen. So I'm going to move Excel in there, Word. Okay, I might want to use Windows Media Player in there. Okay, now the rest of these, oh, and I'll move Outlook in there too. I want to keep Dropbox here because that's something that I use all the time, thanks to you. So I see I've cleaned up my screen quite a bit. Okay, now I can move this around anywhere I want to. Maybe I want it over here just because, I don't know. Now I notice that you have some instructions on your desktop because I made them for you. One is how to copy from from your DVR player, and then there was another set of instructions that I made for you. So maybe you want to right click, go to new, click on folder. Now I'm going to hit backspace. I'm going to type in instructions. And now I would click and hold on those instructions. Oh, and I would drag it down into the instructions and then let go. And so we're basically just cleaning up. We're taking lots of things and we're putting them into other places. So now to open up instructions, I would double click. When you forget how to copy from your DVR, you open that up, and that's where that file would be, because that's the folder that you put it into. Okay, this can be really helpful for organizing not only your desktop, But suppose I go to, let's see, I'm going to open up Tools. Suppose I want to make a new folder in here. It's the same thing. I find that I can't do it over the top of anything. So I move my cursor somewhere where it's just white space. I right click. I go to New, Folder. I hit backspace. Suppose I want to make a folder called, well, let's see. Suppose I want to make a folder called Other Items. These are things that I don't often use. So maybe I make a folder called Programs, and then I make another one inside that called Other Items. Okay, so maybe I want to put this one in there. I don't use that very often. Maybe I want to put this one in there. I don't use that very often. And maybe I want to put this in there. Okay, so see, this list is getting shorter now. I'm just kind of getting more organized. And if I want any of those, I double click on them, and there they are. Okay. All right. It's really simple, and I think it would make life a lot easier for you if you got your desktop organized. Okay. So congratulations. That's the end of lesson 3.